Good morning. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's another day. So I woke up in a very good light this morning and I'm like, girl, what would you do? What kind of content would you do to cause some, chaotic stress in the atmosphere? And I'm like, there's one better way to do it with the name of Khosi. Let me take some water, please. So yeah, talking about that, Khosi had one of the most extensive, exclusive, elongated interview ever with Podcast and Chill by Mark G in South Africa, one of the biggest spaces channels in South Africa. And she said a lot. Girl said a lot. And I'm like, girl, I'm just here for you. Because one thing that must always happen is no matter how much I talk around or about Khosi, whether it looks like I'm attacking her or like I'm vibing with her, I still respect her. It is all cruise and vibe for me because y'all are taking this too serious. So I'm going to just dissect and tell you guys some of the things she said and how I felt about it and what I think about it. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Duh. Anyway, so she was asked a question as to like, who was the person in the house who ate the most, who was eating like a hungry, demented human. And she said Marvin and who was it? Marvin and Kanaga Jr. I think she said Marvin and Kanaga Jr. first. Yes. And when she said Kanaga Jr., it just struck me again. Girl, do you just really not like Kanaga Jr.? Now, I might be mistaken. If I am mistaken, please put it in the comment section. Then she changed it and said Marvin and GCJ. She went on to add the fact that some people were tagged movers in the house. Those are people who would steal things, foodstuff, and hide it in certain locations. So when there is scarcity of food, they don't go hungry. So it was like a plot. But she did not consider herself a mover. That even if she considered herself a mover, it was only when it came to toiletries, especially tissues, that a girl cannot go dirty down right there, so she got to keep clean. I'm like, yes, girl, it's the ladies' code, even though I don't know, but I do know, but who cares? Anyways, she went on to answer questions and said like, the beauty of what it was for her being in the house is the fact that people didn't know that she had so much fans like she did. She basically put it out like this. She said that she had a strategy when going into the house, although she said she didn't have a strategy. So she lied to us. Every other housemates probably lied to us too. But then her strategy was to act or be the underdog in the house, and hopefully it was going to let her scale through. But then she discovered that every week she gets nominated, and she's like, this underdog something is not working. So she tries to change her strategy every Sunday when she gets saved and not evicted. And then she went on to say like, she thinks that Kanaga Jr. would have been the winner because he was the most strategic person in the house. And like, okay, girl, you coming for Kanaga Jr. again? But no problem. I cannot see you saying it out of hate. She went on to, add that basically she didn't expect that she had so much fans, that even the housemates, when they were done with the show, they were all coming to her and was like, girl, we didn't know you had people like this. People really liked you all around and they're defending you with everything they've got. But then she was coming quite jealous to me when the show organizers or the interview organizers, Mark G, was, talking about Kanaga Jr. and Tsatsi'S relationship being the one that looked actually genuine and solid. And Khosi was like, well, they started together, they ended together. It's difficult for people to do. And then she was now smiling and, like she was just giving this vibe of, oh, please. Evil MacG and the other guy who was on Big Brother South Africa in 2014 noticed it and they kept laughing like, girl, what are you not saying? She's like, oh, nothing really and stuff. I'm like, girl, we know you have something to say. when it comes to this too. And then she added the fact that she was disappointed to see that Tsatsi was a vile human towards her. Tsatsi had things she had to say. And I'm trying to think of exactly what Tsatsi said about her. Maybe I didn't see it after the show, so I have no comment towards that, you know. And then, well, Khosi revealed the fact that coffee with Khosi is something she's going to take seriously, because when she left the show, when the show was done, people kept asking, like, when was she going to kick off with that? She added that she was going to move on with her charity, which obviously we know, because she said even after the show rounded up that she wanted to invest the money she made from the show in charity, and we love that. And then she went on to add that another place she's exploring is her fitness brand, you know, eating healthy, living healthy, and having a good brand. And it just struck me, is that why Marvin is literally sojourning in South Africa? Because let's be honest, as much as Marvin comes out as a good person, a supportive friend to Khosi, there's one thing I am not going to be surprised about. He is trying to get in good ways and levels to her, seeing that she doesn't have a lot of friends from the house, and he wants to build his brand in his health and fitness, because we know that he has like some supplements that he made that's for people who do gym and stuff. So I think that's one reason why he's always around her. Khosi went on to reveal the fact that she disrespectfully left her job because she couldn't, or she was not permitted to tell anybody that she had gotten selected to be part of the Big Brother Titans show. According to her, she was to resume work and just didn't show up. They were looking for her, and all of a sudden they were seeing her on television. Now that she's out, she has not reached back to them. She had not gone there, and she has been seeing the loads of emails she has received, and she knows she has been fired, but she really wants to, you know, end it in a good light with them and not make it look very unprofessional or very bitter and stuff. And I'm like, okay, girl, well, you had to secure your future, so it is understandable. Now, if you actually didn't win, it might have been a little bit of a different story, but it's understandable. Then she revealed the fact that she's been having multiple brand deals and, you know, approaches to have something to do with her and stuff. And for now, she's rejecting or putting most of them on hold, mostly because Khosi Reigns also helps her in making her choice of what best to do. I'm like, okay, that's good. Now, for her, she had allegedly, in quotes, exposed again. Now, I mentioned this immediately the show finished because she had an interview and she mentioned it. But people are like, why would she say the truth? They have given her money and this blah, blah, blah. They haven't. Titans show, Big Brother Titans, has not given Khosi her winners money and other things they said they were going to give her. And she revealed it in this, you know, interview and said that's why she's even happy that her fans have been gifting her money, 30,000 rands, 100,000 rands, 50,000 rands, 10,000 rands, as though they knew that she's broke and that, you know, Big Brother has not given her money. I'm like, okay, girl, I hope that doesn't put you in trouble, but it is what it is. Now, of course, she went on to add that, she had advised to people who are going to go for Big Brother Mzansi or Big Brother Titans or Big Brother Nigeria that they should just learn to highlight their strength and, you know, don't show their weakness too much and, you know, be the best version of yourself. They're not just saying be yourself, but be the best version you want people to respect and value and follow. She went on to, you know, say that, when it comes to a relationship, which was something she spoke about intensely, she said that she finally met with her boyfriend after some time. You know, earlier she said she has spoken to him and told him that she was not having her phone with her and stuff. And then, but according to her, they've not had a proper conversation. And then she's saying that hopefully there's room for them to continue with their relationship. Now, she has dated him for 4 years, and that time that she was saying in the house that it was an open relationship, the openness in their relationship only started about 3 months before the Big Brother show, and that it was her boyfriend who gave her leeway, that, you know, he felt like she was being such a faithful girlfriend. If he called her now, she would leave everything and go to him. He pampered her, he treated her right, he was a provider and everything. And he was the one who got her Mercedes car, very expensive Mercedes car that she's been showing off, and that he is a businessman. Now, according to her, she feels that giving her the opportunity to be open and meet or have other guys was because maybe he was scared that she was being too faithful and stuff. I'm like, girl, the person you showed us on the show is not somebody who would really be too faithful. Excuse you. Now, she said that they met in a restaurant, and what even gave her the interest in him, aside the fact that he looked good, was the fact that he was bold enough to not send anyone. He came himself to the table where she was with her friends. It was like, no lady, a woman has never looked so good in one night, and it blew her mind. Now, he offered to pay for their food, but she declined. But then she gave him her numbers, and, you know, she was telling her friends that it was a fake number. Now, basically, this is just the first part of all she said, because it was a long 1 hour for 40 minutes of interview. I just had to break out the important parts because there was a lot of laughs, a lot of good moments. The fat guy was so interesting. It was really nice to see. And one thing is, Khosi is a very well outspoken person, and I respect that. Anyways, I'm going to see you in the part 2 of this video. So, ciao.